This is Intake. Special stage. Our home away from home, where we work on other projects while our main project's waiting from overnight parts from Japan. Today we got the X5 and it needs a fucking service. Oh, it did do it. Come on, man. We're supposed to be getting better at this. Fuck. Fuck! Can't stall an auto. This 4.4 litre V8 is the pinnacle of Bavarian word of the day engineering. They last forever until you have to replace them. Do you know why they call them an X5? Because everything costs 5 times as fucking much as a normal car. Fuck. After spending the GDP of a small country, we've had this car running for 10,000 kilometres and it's ready for its first service. That's going to be about a 2-beer job. Before you've had too many beers, what you want to do is put your car onto some ramps. If you don't have ramps, you can use jacks and wheel stands instead, but that's infinitely fucking harder. Next stage is to go up on the ramps. If you hear a big fucking bang, you've gone over the edge of them. And just like that, we're ready to get to work. We're going to find a sump plug, pull that, drain the oil, find the 710 cap up top, pull that out, fill the bastard back up again, but not before you fucking put the sump plug back in. Alright. This is the hardest part of any job because everyone loses the sump plug into the oil bucket. Ah, fuck. And make sure you put your oil bucket underneath where the oil's gonna come out. Let me just get that out now too. Didn't lose it. What an idiot. It's a good thing I dropped some of that oil. Else this might have overflowed and we would have had a real mess on our hands. The genius about this car is that it's got a canister filter. So you don't have to fuck around underneath the car for too much. To undo it, you need a socket. And I don't have a big enough socket. But I do have a shifting spinner. But apparently this one's not big enough. Come on, Bertha. Thanks, Germans. You want to be careful. Sometimes there's a little bit of oil waiting here to surprise you. Makes a real mess of the engine bay. Have we made this joke before? Oh, pop the top. I think they've made these as child-proof as they possibly could. Oh, just a bit of German suction. Anyone know the safe word? It's fucking hot here, man. We got hair and makeup going on, up the production values. Keep me cool. It's on my demands list. Fast tip. You've got to pull your dirty filter out and you've got nowhere to put it. Use the box for the new one. Just put this aside somewhere where it's not going to get ruined. Now, how does this come off? Oh no, don't tell me there's something in there. Aha! Just a bit of... We've made a suction joke. That's super nice. It's really early here in the morning because it's very bloody hot. But we're running on Bavarian time today, which is why I'm allowed to drink so early, because it's always 12 o'clock somewhere. Now this filter kit came with a new O-ring for the canister lid. So what we're going to do is fuck this bastard off with a flathead. I'll be careful that you don't fuck the thread. Get rid of him. Tear open the new packet like a wild kid at Christmas. And that's really easy just to go back on there. Oh, how good's that? And that'll stop this little bastard from leaking when we put it back on the car. So what we're going to do next, put the filter back in. Just clips in like that. Looks good. And put it back on the car. Installation of the new filter is the reverse of removal. Because reverse is backwards. Going to get to the point where I need that massive shifter. That's talk to spec. Promised myself I wouldn't spill anything this episode. And you know what? I haven't. That has absolutely got a hole in it, and I didn't do that, so that doesn't count. So we've retrieved our sun plug from the bucket of oil. We've got a new crush washer that goes onto it. Always use a new crush washer. The old washer's a shit house and it's just going to leak oil. We're halfway through our two beer job, which means we're halfway through our 2 beers. Time for a fresh one. The excess must have been the indicator fluid. I'm not going to top that back up again because BMWs don't need that. Just plug this up. Oh fuck. There we go. That wasn't so hard, BP. It was a joke from about 8 years ago. That's how current I am. Do it up tight, but not too tight. Wipe away the excess because we don't want any mess. Fun fact, we can make a funnel. I'm going to save you some... Fuck it, let's make a funnel. Now this would be easier if I had my Stanley knife with a handle on it rather than just this blade. But that's inside, and inside is my wife. She scares me. So what we're going to do, cut this really high because you can see all the oil in there. You can pour extra in there. Take the lid off, you won't be needing that. Get some degreaser, clean it out first before using it. This is a good place to spray it because there's going to be a lot of degreaser down there later. If you're like me, it's going to be quite hard to see where the oil cap is because I'm short, but it's not impossible. Take that off, stick your bottle in there. You know what, if this was a store-bought funnel, it'd probably fucking stay upright. Ah, there we go, beautiful. And now we're ready for some oil. Now this V8 takes 8 litres of oil, which is what an LS1 burns in 5,000 Ks. Now we've got some nylon oil here, because if I was going to use the BMW oil, it would be 5 times as much. Fucking hell, this old girl knows how to swallow. Takes all 5 litres at once. It's about the same colour as beer. It's not beer, but I'm sure it's not bad for the car. So I need to put 3 litres from this bottle in. So what I can do is stop, check on the side, done 1.5. So I need that again. Just keep checking that. You don't want to put too much in. We'll put that on the shelf for later. The best thing about these funnels is you can fuck them off straight after use. And just like that, we're ready to clean up. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, fuck. Sometimes there's just fuck ups that you can't avoid. Just be sure to clean up after yourself. This is a lot of, I can't believe I've made this much mess. This is fucking stupid. If I mix it with enough degreaser, I should just be able to fuck it all off. I'm going to have the EPA up in my grills, which means I'm going to have to go out and buy a set of grills. I've heard you get those at the jewellery store. Unfuck off your homemade funnel, grab it again, put it in the old oil bottle and get rid of the old oil. And fuck that off, together, with the funnel. Now this oil bottle's only 5 litres and I've got 8 litres of oil here, which means I'm gonna have some left over, but I don't have another oil bottle. As you can see, it's leaking underneath the bucket. So the bucket does have a hole in it. So I was right. And now I'm gonna fuck the bucket off as well. Just good thing I've got this panel out. Fuck. This is super annoying. I've never had so much trouble just changing oil in a car before. Where is it leaking from? Oh, fuck, it's cracked pretty bad actually. So yeah, there's a 100mm long crack there. It's like 3.5 inches for those in the old scale. Hot tip, check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. So we're not quite done yet. We've still got to check the power steering fluid, the water, the washer reservoir jet spray doodah, and the air filter. Once we've done those 4 things, we can give the keys back to the missus for 10,000 Ks and say, fucking look after it. Stay. Checking the water's easy. Crack this, make sure it's not too hot. If your little dick comes out, it's probably full enough, but we're just going to top it up to fucking childproof. Push and then turn. Top it up to the tip. It's nice and green because it's not got a blown head gasket. Fuck. Don't worry about that. There's no delicate electrical parts underneath there at all. The ABS unit. Power steering's the same. Crack that. Ooh, red rocket. Notice I'm filling it with auto trans fluid. For some reason, BMW decided that auto trans fluid is what power steering fluid should be in this car. It's like telling my dog to put it back in. Just like that. Time to check the level of your beer. And if you don't know where that's located on your vehicle, it should be about here. Mine's getting towards the halfway mark. So we're going to crack open the airbox. Apparently this one's only got 2 things on it. Pull the air filter out. This one's full of shit. So I've got the air compressor to cool me down today, but I'm also going to use it on the air filter. Really does a good job of cleaning it out. Because you don't need a new air filter every fucking time. Well, this thing would be pretty cool with like an induction thing. And if your beer's flat, fucking hell. Plenty of head in that. So So to save removing the pipe, you just want to lift it up enough just to get in there. Just slide on in there, like your girlfriend's skirt in a car in an empty housing estate when you're 18. You got nowhere else to go. Just sneak on in. Oh, we're moving along with great guns now. Just put that there. That is not going to spill at all. So because we got a lot of bugs and koala wollabats that we hit on the road while we're driving, we really need to put some shampoo or body wash or something into this washer bottle. So I've got this one. You only need a little bit. That's fun. Now this is, you want to do this. Just like that. Didn't even make too much of a mess. How bloody good is that? Right. So she's ready to be topped up with water. Idiot proof. Just like that, this 2-rack tractor is ready to do the kinder run every day of the week. So that's the end of my second beer, which means that's the end of intake. Special stage! If you like what we did here working on some other cars while we're waiting on parts for Project Z, let us know in the comments below. I'm going to give the keys back to my wife now that this thing's serviced. Hopefully I'll get a service later on. Probably not, but here's the dreaming. So hit that comment button below, like I said, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to get all the updates on when we upload videos of Project Z and the new special stage, which is fun to say, by the way. Try that at home over a couple of beers. And we'll see you next time on Intake. Peace out.